Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is unheard of. The scripture comes from the Testament of Jacob 1 and 9. Jacob had a guard. Jacob had a secluded place which he would enter to offer his prayers before the Lord in the night and in the day. The messengers would visit him and guard him and strengthen him in all things. God blessed him and multiplied him, his people, in the land of Egypt at the time when he went down to the land of Egypt to meet his son Joseph. His eyes had become dull from weeping, but when he went down to Egypt, he saw clearly when he beheld his son. So Jacob, Israel, bowed with his face to the ground, then fell on the neck of his son Joseph and kissed him while weeping and saying, I can die now, my son, because I have seen your face once more in my lifetime, oh my beloved son. So here's the message. I feel like somebody, God said that there's no need in being in such a rush to be finished with everything, like to complete everything. Because it's like, then what you gonna do? Like, I just feel like it's that kind of vibe because that's what I feel like. This is the vibe where he felt like once you feel like you have accomplished everything that you have sought to accomplish, then what? What then? And I had got to where I felt like I had accomplished everything I wanted to do, the things that I planned to do. Obviously, my son is not an adult or anything, but as far as the things that I wanted to do for myself, I accomplished them at a young age. And, like I had the car I wanted, I got it fixed up the way I wanted. I was living in the kind of house I wanted to live in. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and I don't know, it just leaves you on a feeling of like, what now? Now what do I do? And I just feel like God is saying you shouldn't always be in such a rush because once you get to that level, it's like, yeah, you still got to maintain. You still got to take care of bills. Like, you still will have to work. You still will have to, if you have kids, you still got to take care of them. If you're married, you still have to tend to your marriage. But in reality, it's kind of like the chase is gone. And when the chase is going, some people tend to get bored. Some people tend to get lonely. Some people tend to get irritated because it's like, now what do I do? It's like you're no longer trying to be who you always dreamed of being. You are no longer, you know what I'm saying? I know how they say, fake it till you make it. You're not faking it no more. You there. You have arrived. Now what? God said, stop rushing. Because, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this is somebody you see when you rush and you get to the complete. Is the complete state. When you get to the final, like, it's kind of boring. And, you know what I'm saying? Regardless to if it's a situation where the person that you end up with mess everything up just because they bored, or you start to realize imperfections about them that you didn't notice before, and like whatever it is, I just feel like God said, like, when you get to a state that you have everything and you good, content, it can get kind of boring, and he doesn't want you to get bored. This is somebody that you don't do well when you're bored. You, like, I don't know how to say, I really don't know how else to say it, but God is saying it's better that you don't rush to this state, because once you get there, like, you know what I'm saying, after a while you're going to get bored and you're going to be trying to figure out what you're going to do next. So either, first of all, this is somebody, either You need to stop rushing to get to your completion stage. Or two, you need to have more things on your list, because it like either you have more things on your list and then it's like, well, even if you get to where you're thinking now is completion, you have other things that you're going to try to accomplish, so that you're not like tearing down everything that God built up because you're bored. Like, I just feel like God said, this is somebody, like, I'm thinking about how, like a checklist, like, this is the first thing we're going to do, and then you accomplish that. Boom. This is the second thing we're going to do. Then you accomplish that. Boom. Third thing, this is somebody, like, you don't just say you going to do something. You do it. Okay, I ain't no shame. You know what I'm saying? That is amazing. Congratulations to whoever you are. You are like, baby. You say you gonna do something and you do it. God said ain't nothing wrong with that. His only thing is you get bored so fast because you are quickly accomplishing everything. You accomplish everything so fast that it's like you get bored. God said have a list of other things. Maybe have a list of places to travel, get you some new hobbies, meet you some new friends. I just felt like God is saying this is somebody you accomplish things so fast, and He is moving quickly for you too. But He don't want you to get bored. So maybe this time you need to have more goals than just the main ones that you're thinking about. Create some more goals. Like, how about once you get the car you want, how are you going to fix it up? Once you get the house you want, what are you going to do? How are you going to decorate? Are you going to have a garden? Are you going to build a big exotic fence? Are you going to, like, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to have pets? Where are they going to stay? Etc., etc. God said, you need to have other things. And then, like, what's your days going to look like? Plan for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes it can get kind of boring. But if you're the kind of person where you get bored easily, and you know what I'm saying, obviously, even with still working, maybe when you get off work, you should have some kind of routine of like, I'm thinking about how, you know how certain people will have like certain spots they'll hang out at, and they, you know what I'm saying, they friends with the people they go. Like, I just feel like God said this is somebody you gotta have something to do. Find something, because once you achieve everything that you are determined to achieve, then what? And you know, I feel this. I can really, I can feel this. Because, you know, like, in reality, I am doing OT, like low key, because typically I post a certain amount of videos every day, and I've been posting more than usual. But I want to ensure that I have, you know, I'm able to handle my bills, you know, on my own. And I do appreciate the help. I do. I love y'all so much. I really do. But I don't want it to be like a situation where, you know what I'm saying, I get a check, I need to pay for my own bills. Like, I appreciate the help though. You know what I'm saying? I rocks with y'all, but I do. And you know what I'm saying? If I want to make my money, then I mean I need to work more. Like, what else? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But simultaneously, I feel what God said, because it you know what I'm saying, it'll get to a point to where I ain't doing nothing but work. I already know how I am. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that God gave me so many things so fast that, like, I like, it almost feel like this rush. If it do. And I talked about that. I only been back for a month. I can't believe I only been back for a month. The way God rushed, like, restoring me. But, you know, I am appreciative though. I am. And I feel it. You know what I'm saying? What's your next goal? What's your next goal? And then what you gonna do? And then what you gonna do? I feel it, because otherwise I will be sitting up here like, hmm. I feel it. I think the only The other cars that are on my list of cars that I want are trucks. So I guess if that could be a goal on the eventual side, but I need a house first. And I don't know. I feel it though. I feel it though. We'll get bored. I can see how somebody could get bored once you have, and I'll have everything because I'll have a house. I need a house first before I can say I have everything. I need, hmm but yeah, that's the message for whoever this is for. This for somebody that you on your way to having everything, or you have everything. You trying to figure. God say you got to find some other things to do. You got to find some other things to accomplish, because if you quickly obtain the things that you are working so hard for, then what are you gonna do? So I feel like have an idea of projects that you're going to do and things that you're going to do. Like what kind of baby, y'all know what I mean. I think, and I feel like that's the message, because God said He don't want it to be a situation. Well, you like his Jacob, you know what I'm saying? Jacob Isaac. He finally saw Joseph and said, I'm done. Okay, that's it. That's it. I had everything. He had all the kids that he wanted. He got to see his favorite son again. He got, you know what I'm saying? He felt like he did everything. He good. And I feel like God said, it's one thing when, you know what I'm saying, you have lived your life and you're in your old age and you say, you know what, I'm good. It's another thing when you young and you talk about you good. Go ahead and say, what? Excuse me? No, you're not. You just get started. You just getting started. Baby, go ahead and say somebody, you just get started. And you moving like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and say, get some pep in your step. What else do you want? What else do you want to accomplish? What other experiences do you want to have? What are you doing? You can't be done. It's too early. Like I'm seeing somebody looking at their watch like, what? Done? You ain't done yet. Anyways, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and figure it out. Figure it out. Make you jot down a list. You know what I'm saying? And check it twice and figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. Okay, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm thinking about how Brandy Norwood, when she had I think she said she was about 16, 18 at the most, and had accomplished all her dreams. Her dreams had already came true. Before she was even 21 years old, she was already famous. She was already rich. She was already, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say a heartthrob, but I guess that's kind of like, because she was a teenage star, teenage superstar. She was the it girl of her time, of what, you know what I'm saying? Her prime came when she was so young. Hit songs and, you know what I'm saying, playing music on the radio. She was Dan, the hot guy at the moment. Like, she was, oh, man, she had already accomplished so much before she had even hit her 20s. And she was saying that it was an interesting feeling, because it's like, now what do I do? But you have to be able to get past that and think, I'm going to do, I guess, whatever I want now. Anyways, that's the message, y'all. Because, like, sometimes we have stipulations for ourselves and we say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do, regardless if those things work out for you or not. I just feel like this is somebody, you did it already. You have done everything that you created on the list for you yourself to do. And now you are basically maintaining. If you just had to get married, you're married and you're maintaining. If you just had to, or you got divorced and you're maintaining. If you had to have kids, you have had them and you're maintaining. If you wanted a certain career, you have it and you're maintaining. You wanted a certain degree, you went to school, you got your degree, you are working your job and you are maintaining. This is somebody, you have accomplished so many things. You have accomplished all the things that you wanted to accomplish. The car that you wanted, you got it. And if it's cars, you've had several. You've had them. House. I just feel like God said, "What do you want to do next?" Okay, what is next on your list? Create something new, because this is somebody you get bored easy because you have done so much. You have you have lived your life to the fullest. And you ain't finished yet. God said you get up, getting tired early and all kind. God said put some pep in your step. Make a list, okay? God said go grab a pen and grab some paper. Make a list of the things that you want to do now. What do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? And I feel like this question, the person this message is for, you are going to take this question lightly. God is serious. He's serious. He said, what do you want to do now? Don't allow yourself to get bored with the experience that we have going on. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.